Hello and welcome to Attention Central Texas. I'm your host, Charles Jenkins, and in the studio with me we have Miss Kalisha Johnson and the one and only First Lady Ella Johnson of AGAPE Church of God in Christ. Hello, ladies, and welcome to today's show.
Good morning.
First Lady, let's just start with you. Tell us a little bit about why we're here, and I know it's about the bazaar. So tell us why you guys do it and all that good stuff.
Right. Every year we try to find something, whether it's run, ride, or walk for Jesus. But this particular year we're doing the bazaar. And what we try to do with the bazaar or any of the outreaches that we do, we find at least three organizations in the community that we want to support and give back to. So we choose those, and this year we've chosen KPLE,
All right.
KRGN, and Communities in Schools.
Okay. Why those three?
Because of the need that I have talked to Ron Grace, the manager of KGRN, and I've talked to Robin before she left. She gave me some things that was happening with KPLE, and then Communities in School is firsthand. Kalisha is at our ministry, so I know some of the things and the needs that she has. So Pastor agreed for those three this year.
And speaking of a bazaar, when you say bazaar, I know vendors are involved. So do you need vendors? What's up with that?
Yes. One of the things, we have activities and vendors that are signing up. The space, we're allowing them to sign up for a $50 donation. All the proceeds that come in will go to those three organizations. It'll be split between those three. And so as they come in and sign up for vendors, we're also going to have activities and things going around where they'll be able to participate in that also. We are in need of vendors. We still are, especially clothing vendors. I would love to see some clothing vendors. We have a lot of different things there, but we haven't received anyone with clothing thus far. But we still have plenty of opens for vendors. I would like to see at least maybe 10 more vendors. We already have about 12. I would like to see at least 10 more. And then if those that don't even want to be a vendor but still want to support, because again, all proceeds, the donations and stuff, if they want to go online, they can go to our website, www.agapecogic.org, and they can go under Giftify and just state that it's for the Community Bazaar Outreach and donate whatever they choose to donate, because again, all the proceeds are going to go to all three of those organizations.
And Kalisha, speaking of communities in school, how does it feel to be one of the recipients this year?
I'm very appreciative. We have a lot of children here in the Central Texas area that lack a lot of support. They lack in, clothing. They lack in maybe insurance to go to the hospital. They lack in food, supplies that kids can't get on their own because they don't have a job. So we tend to work around everything to make sure that they're successful while in school.
I got you. And speaking of community in school, tell our viewers a little bit about what Communities in Schools is.
Communities in Schools is a nonprofit organization that's located in the Central Texas area. We're all over the world. We have 1.3 million, I believe, students that we take care of, 4,000 plus employees, and we help with the kids to make sure that they're successful in school. We see the potential and we try to unlock that potential, because if they come upon roadblocks in life, they may not know how to handle that. They may not have a mentor, they may not have a mother or a father in the home. And so when they come to school, we want to make sure that we have all of the necessities that are needed. If it's school supplies, if it's uniforms, my school is a uniform school, making sure that their family is taken care of, if there's food that is needed, glasses that is needed so they can excel while in school. And we want to make sure that they're not dropping out. And so that's our main focus, to give them that freedom while in school and not worry about the cares and the roadblocks of life outside of school.
I got you. And First Lady Johnson, tell us a little bit about, walk us through what it's going to look like. Just take us on an imaginary journey of when people first get to the bazaar, how are things going to go? Oh,
we have food vendors that are already signed up. We have so many different businesses that have signed up, all kinds of whatever you can think of. We've had people call in and have signed up to be. So you'll be able to drive up and kind of like you're at a carnival a little bit without the real big rides, but you'll be able to go around to vendors and kind of see what's out there that you'll be able to maybe need. If there's some things that you need at home, there will be a lot of things that will be addressed: insurance businesses, health benefits that you may need to know. Health medicines.
And I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. Tell us when and where. I forgot about that. So just tell us when, where, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's August the 3rd from 9 to 2, or we'll expand past that. It is depending on the crowd that we have. But right now it's going to be 9 to 2 at our church, Agape Church of God in Christ, 3000 Little Nolan Road, and that's here in Killeen.
All right. And back to communities and school. While we have you on here, I might as well just ask you, what are some of the needs, and how long have you been working with communities in school, and what's your why you do that?
I've been at communities and schools for, this will be my 5th school year, but 4 years active. My why is because I've been charged to protect what's left. Meaning I grew up in Killeen, Texas, but you don't have to be a product of where you come from. The world is bigger than Killeen. Yes, this is a military town, and I didn't have the opportunity to be in the military town, but I was able to, contract and go and see the world. And so coming back and giving back to the community, letting them know that you can go to college, you can go and see the world and, make money and invest in yourself and be that young lady or that young man that God has called you to be. And so, yeah.
All right. And First Lady, is anything I didn't touch on? I know the right here, 98.5, is that a local station?
Yes, KGRN. That's our gospel local station. We're godly proud of them. They've been around for a few years now, and I don't know if you've been here as long as I have. I've been here 37 years, and we had one, and then we dropped and didn't have anything, and so they came back in and picked it up, and they've been doing an awesome job. One of the things that happened, we had some bad weather not too long ago, and they had to go in and refurnish and the equipment that's on the outside, the wind and everything messed that up, and so they had to go in and buy all the things that go along with that service. And so so I know the need there, when you're going in and you use up funds like that, it needs to be replenished. One of the things that they also do is they have a hotline, where 24-hour prayer line, and one of the needs that they have is that they have people to do the prayer line, but once the prayer line is people call in, they need people to refer them to, because sometimes they need more than just prayer. So they're looking for someone to volunteer and open up those services, so that if they need to refer someone after prayer, that they would be able to refer someone. And they are needing volunteers too, because again, it's a nonprofit, and so they are needing volunteers to come in and do administrative work. There's things that need to be done in the office and kept up with, and so right now they are still in need of volunteers for that too.
And speaking of volunteers, do you guys need volunteers? I know so many kids, you can only get so much done with the staff.
Yes, we love volunteers, but the thing is you have to get a background check through KISD and be approved for that. And whatever the need may be, we do have like a local golf tournament that happens in the summertime, and funding is always appreciated because it can be dispersed, because we're throughout KISD, and each school is responsible for 95 students, but when we're there, we take care of the whole school because we're there to make an impact while there. So donations are always needed. Clothing, if you have toothpaste, toothbrush, hygiene products, feminine hygiene products as well. Clothing in good need, shoes, we're always in need of shoes, all sizes from elementary, pre-K, all the way up to senior size. School supplies is always needed.
And if someone wanted to donate, where would they drop it off to?
They would go to Communities and Schools, Greater Central Texas, off of the Expressway. I do not have the address, but I can get that address. But the number is 554-2132.
Okay.
So,
and if people want to bring school supplies and other things to the bazaar, are they allowed to do that?
Yes, they're allowed to do that. There will be a place where they can drop it off, and we'll be receiving those things right on at the bazaar.
And being in the position you're in, why is it so important for the church to get involved with the community and to give back?
Oh, that's what the church is supposed to be doing. That's the reason why we're 501c3, is because we're giving back, and we're supposed to be giving back. We're supposed to intervene instead of the government all the time. That's why we, again, our 501c3 is so that we can give back. We didn't mention KPLE, one of the things too, that when Robin was telling me about the funding that was removed and pulled, and so I was told just a minute ago that they're falling like $8,000. There's an $8,000 deficit each month, and so whatever we raise can definitely help with that deficit. And so we are in need of that support coming in for even KPLE, so we can continue to get these broadcasts out there. I know I enjoy looking at the broadcast, and so we're just trying to get the gospel. We're just trying to do our part in this time in this season. We want to definitely make sure that we keep the radio stations and KPLE out there to help reach out to the community, so we can continue to know what's going on in our community and where it is that we need to be doing. So that's KPLE and KGRN is one of the big things that's going on in our community that help us with that.
And I think a lot of people don't know is a bunch of if you watch, I think it's TBN, a bunch of the shows you watch, you only can watch them because of KPLE, because they're broadcast out of the station. And I know when you talk about giving and money, people are like, oh, here we go again. But if you like the shows that you watch and the things that you watch, this is a good way for you to help. Any final thoughts?
I am appreciative of Agape Church of God in Christ giving Rancier Middle School the opportunity to receive funding for this school year, to where we won't have to lack in any area. So it's a true blessing, because our budget is very limited due to funding. And so we thank you.
Any final thoughts, First Lady?
Like I said earlier, if you don't want to be a vendor, you can always go to our website and donate. And it doesn't matter. Sometimes people think, oh, I don't have $5 or $10, but I put that $5 or $10 with 500 more people, it becomes a lot. So we can do, we're better together. So if they can't be a vendor, then come out and support also the bazaar. Come out and see if there's something that you would like to purchase, and you'll be able to donate and give at that time too. So they can always go to the website, come to the bazaar, tell somebody, bring them to the bazaar, and let's make it happen.
Good. Kalisha, I want to take this time to say thank you for what you do, and thanks for being on the show. Always good to see you, First Lady. Thanks for everything you do in the community. And thank you, our viewers, for tuning in to Attention Central Texas.